So today we are going to solve one-step equations involving division. And they show division in algebra by using fractions. Okay, so if I look at this fraction, for example, 1 over 4, that means 1 divided by 4. Okay, so just like with adding and subtracting and the multiplying that we worked on this week, what you do to one side, you have to do to the other to keep it balanced. And just like addition and subtraction are inverse operations, our multiplication and division are also inverse operations. So to undo division, all we have to do is multiply. That's it. We're going to multiply. So in this example, 1/4 m is the same actually as m over 4, but I don't like my example. Anyways, we're going to multiply both sides by our denominator, by the 4, to get rid of it. Those will cancel out, and it'll leave me with 4 times 7 is 28. Okay? So that's all we're doing. We're multiplying the bottom number to both sides. Okay, if we were out in the hallway, this is what's kind of weird. You're going to see just see division modeled by, look at how the x looks and how it's shaded in. Usually, our x bar is just plain, rectangle, green. This time it's broken into thirds, and 1 out of 3 is shaded. So the fraction it's telling me is 1/3. 1 out of 3 x's is shaded. Okay, to undo this and make it whole again, I have to multiply both sides by 3, and that will give me 1 whole bar, and it's going to equal 18. I don't like the models here for this. I think it can be confusing because the actual work itself is pretty easy. So we are going to do a couple practice problems. Let me check Teams here real quick. Oh, I'm not sharing my screen? Wait. Hold on. Yeah, I'm sharing my screen. Yes, I did. I felt extra fancy yesterday, so I made a fancy. Yeah. Oh, I didn't know. I just copied that.
I know. I'm just saying.
Yeah. Okay, so we are going to. You remember, we're working on our notes. You are using pencil on the paper, and then they're getting glued in your journal.
Oh, I was just doing it right here.
Okay, because I do want you to have a copy in your journal.
Okay, I can do that.
All right. Okay, so our first example, x divided by -2 is equal to 4. X divided by -2 is equal to 4. So to undo x being divided by 2, we're going to multiply both sides by -2. Because the goal is still to get x by itself. So -2 on the left, -2 on the right.
X equals 2.
Yeah. No.
Oh. No.
Okay. Those are going to cancel out. And I have 4 times -2. Remember our rules for integers, for multiplying and dividing? Same signs are positive, different signs negative. These are different signs. My answer is going to be negative. And 4 times 2 is 8. Okay, so then if I wanted to go back and check my work and plug it in, I would rewrite my equation with the -8 in place of the x over -2 is equal to 4. Let's see if that is a true statement. Is -8 divided by 2 positive 4? Yeah, 8 divided by 2 is 4. 2 negatives make a positive. 4 is equal to 4. My sides are balanced.
Bro, why my class keeps looking at mine?
So does it have to be negative?
Oh man, that's just. Yeah, my dream.
All right, our next one. I notice I have 1/5 y is equal to 3. So I want to undo that 1/5 that's hanging out with the y. I want to get y by itself. So to undo 1/5, we're going to multiply it by its reciprocal. We're flipping it. So 5, which is the same as 5 over 1, but we usually don't write the 1 underneath.
Wait, -8 minus -2 equals 4? Yeah. Oh, never mind. Whatever.
All right, so back over here. To get rid of this 5 on the bottom, the 1/5, we're multiplying by 5, otherwise known as 5 over 1. It's reciprocal. My 5's cancel on the left. Leave y by itself. And 3 times 5 is 15.
We're doing that, okay. On me, it's on me.
Any questions right now?
No.
You need to stop. Okay, next page. Some practice problems. Some fancy.
Oh yeah, this is the cool page. I like this page.
Yeah.
I don't like the problem, I like the page.
All right, we're gonna do number 2 together because number 2 has a negative in there, and I know that makes it a little more difficult. So we're gonna start with this.
They also did the fact that says bubble 10 equals W.
Okay, so one thing, Jonah, I need you to remember is not to be blurting out, especially answers, because I want everyone to think. Okay, so as we're doing this, I would really appreciate y'all being quiet.
Yes, Mom.
Really?
Yes, Mom.
I have a headache. My tooth is like really
Okay, before we get started, I want to bring up the fact of fact families. Okay, you worked with them before, so I'm going to write the fact family for number 2. And you do not have to write this. I just want you to think about it while we're doing this. Number 2 is telling me a divided by 3 is going to equal 12. Negative 12, actually. Negative 12. If I did the flip for this fact family, it would be starting with negative 12 times 3 is going to equal a. Otherwise known as, in the other version would be negative 12 times a. No, I did that backwards. Hold on.
I ain't gonna lie, this is actually feeling kind of hard.
It's not.
Oh wow.
3
Well, for me, I'm kind
negative 12.
of slow.
Okay. All right, so this is just a fact family. Oop, instead of a, that looks like a 9, doesn't it? All right. So what this is telling me, if we were just doing multiplication, it doesn't matter what comes first, 3 or the negative 12, right? 3 times 12, 12 times 3, it's the same thing. So think about fact families. I can figure out the division by flipping it to multiplication. And that's pretty much what we do. We undo the division with multiplication. So if you can think about this fact family, you can usually figure out the answers just by looking at them. Okay, so let's go ahead and solve number 2. We are going to a divided by 3. So what has to go? 3. 3 needs to get out of there. A needs to be by itself. So we are going to multiply both sides by 3. Multiply both sides by 3 to get rid of it. That's all you gotta do.
My handwriting is so bad, looks like he's trying to write faces.
Okay, negative 12 times 3. Same signs positive, different signs negative. These are different signs, so my answer is going to be negative. 12 times 3 is 36. Okay, there's also, if you get confused by the rules for
I get it.
um,
I thought that was a 9.
negatives, hold on.
What is A divided by?
So I'm going to show you, I think we've talked about it before, and there's a copy of it up there on my wall by the integers. To help keep track of the rules for positive, negative, you can make a hashtag, otherwise known as tic-tac-toe board, and do the positives diagonally. Okay, once you have the positives diagonally, then we're going to fill in the rest, get negatives. Oh, I don't want to do that. I want to do a different color. Okay, so this would be a negative, 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 and negative. Okay, so all I got to worry about is 3 positives diagonally, okay, and fill in the rest with negatives. Now, any way I go on this tic-tac-toe board will tell me the right answer. A positive times a positive is a positive, going diagonal. And then a negative times a negative is a positive. Negative times a negative, positive that way. Negative times a positive is a negative in the middle. Okay? So that's just a little quick thing that you can draw if you get confused with negatives. And this only works for the multiplying and dividing. All right. Any questions on this number 2?
Yeah.
What? Jonah, what?
Yes, the fact that I can't draw a tic-tac-toe thing correct.
You don't have to draw this on here.
Can I say something?
Okay, you can also use the plus to make your screen bigger so it's easier to write on.
I did that. It's not even that.
Okay, Amari, did you have a question?
So, do we always have to use the tic-tac-toe board?
No, you don't always have to do that. If you can remember same sign positive, different signs negative, that's the rule for multiplying and dividing integers. Okay, so I want you to do number 1. Okay? So I'm going to come around and check your answers.
We show our work.
Yes, you have to show your work. You can't just write the answer.
Someone just text me basically. So a positive times a positive is a positive.
I got number 1 done.
And look this, a negative times a negative is a positive. Negative times negative is a positive. Positive, negative is a negative.
I'm done.
Okay, Jonah, I'm going to come check your
I'm
work.
Oh, stop, help.
Okay, so I want you to write it as R is equal to.
R equals air.
I'm not just going to work. I want to this right.
I'm done.
Not me. I'm going all of them. I thought so.
Done.
From the other page. That's 12. Which one is my card? I was off by
8 times 4?
Yeah, Miss Blake, you can tell me I was off by 2.
I'm at a white screen. I'm just gonna
Is this right? I'm done with all of them now. Yes.
Go.
Wait,
Of
if we're
course you
multiplying
did.
negatives, is the answer gonna be a negative?
Wait, what?
If we're multiplying by negatives, is the answer gonna be a negative or a positive?
Is it a negative times a negative?
No.
Is it a negative times a positive? Different signs, negative. Same signs positive, different signs negative. So if you're a negative and a positive, right there.
Oh.
Miss Blake, did I get it?
Oh, she's smart.
Oh, Blake, can you explain how someone did this?
How someone can what?
Don't take
Show me this how someone, how I just made these 3 lines.
There's a line at, there's a line. Oh, that or you just bumped it. It does weird stuff sometimes.
Okay. I thought I was this straight.
There's nothing on, there's nothing on.
Stop.
Bro.
What were you asking? Oh.
There's nothing.
Oh, no, page 4 is just blank, because I wanted to show you something if I get to page 4. Okay, so, I really like that, I think most of you got it pretty easily. So tell me what I need to write here.
8 times
8
4.
times 8 times 4.
So we're gonna multiply by 8,
Yeah.
both sides, right? What should I do next? Mari.
What for?
You have to, get rid of 8. 4 times 8.
Okay, but I need, you're a step ahead of me, Amari, because before I can do that side, what do I need to
Oh, you have to
do?
get rid of 8.
Get rid of 8 by crossing them out.
Oh, yeah.
So now R is by itself on the left,
It means nothing.
and 4 times 8 is, what do you mean, what means nothing?
It means nothing. All we just have to focus on the R.
Yeah, we're focusing on the R. Get an R by itself, and we write the answer with the variable letter, okay? Our goal here is to get R by itself, but also to know what R represents. And so my answer has to tell me what is R. Well, R is 32. Okay, let's look at the next one. Most of you, I think, just went ahead and kept working.
Yeah, that's mine.
Okay.
I'm at 3:30.
All right, so raise your hand if you have not done 3 yet.
I did do 3.
I have not. You give me my I was being respectful.
All right, thank you. But I'm going to give you 30 seconds to do 3. If you've already done 3, do 4. If you have done everything, just give me 30 seconds and we will check our answers.
There's 4?
Done.
You
really made that too easy.
Maybe for you, but guess what? Second period,
Retarded. Wait, for real?
you
Like,
don't use those
bro.
words.
No, here's the word you use. Idiot.
Okay.
Yeah, I finished.
Okay. Adeline, will you please help me with this problem and tell me what I need to do?
So first, you need to do 3 times W over 3. And 3 times 10.
Okay, so I'm going to multiply both sides.
Yes.
And I'm going to show multiplication by putting them in parentheses. Don't just write the numbers off to the side because then it looks like 310 or it doesn't show me that you're multiplying. Okay, Alan, what should I do next?
Equals 60.
You need to,
I'm following the steps.
so the 3 cancels out.
Yes, so we're going to cancel it out.
And then you do 3 times 10, which equals 30.
3 times 10 is 30. Good. And now what do I need to do?
W equals 30.
I'm going to bring down the W.
Oh, I did mine wrong.
30 equals W or W equals 30. It means the same thing. I usually like my variable in the front.
That's what I did. And I thought I did
It means the same thing.
Okay.
Okay. But once we deal with inequalities, the greater than and less than business, you can't just flip them because that changes everything. Inequalities will be.
Ooh,
Come
I
on.
answered this
Can
wrong.
I help you with that? Can I help you with that one?
Yes. Okay, Raven's going to help me with this last one. Raven, tell me what to do.
So first you have to
Hold on. I'll wait until everyone's done talking because it's being disrespectful to talk while you're talking. Okay, Raven.
first you have to multiply 9 times 7 and 9.
Okay, so what should I write up here?
You're gonna. Alright.
You're telling me the right thing, but what should I write?
You're gonna write. You have to do 9 times. Yeah.
Okay, so
both sides.
Times 9 on both sides.
That's what I needed to say. 9 times.
Times 9 on both sides. Or multiplied by 9.
And then 9 and 9 cancel each other out.
Perfect. 9 and 9. Cross them out. They cancel out.
And then you would have to multiply 9 times 7, which equals 62. Which then you would have to put h equals 62.
And then my H is by himself now. And that's done. And it's perfectly fine saying 63 is equal to H. Some of your answers on tests and stuff will be written like that. It's just my personal preference to flip it and have the variable first.
Flip it and whip it.
All right, so we good so far?
Yeah, I get it now.
Okay, I am going to show you another method that you can use with any of the, oh wait, no, we gotta do the questions first. My bad. We're not ready for page 4 because we have page 3. Okay, so this is really wordy. I'm gonna read it, but basically you're just, what do you need to do to solve this problem? The question is, which of the following procedures would provide a one-step solution for the variable y in the equation y over 6 equals 30?
None.
Okay, do not say the words out loud. I want you to choose the pointer up here so that you can actually, choose A, B, C, or D. So are you gonna, don't blurt out the answer. I'm just gonna read them. A, divide both sides by 6. B, multiply both sides by 6. C, multiply both sides by 30. Or D, subtract 6 from both sides. Put your hand down. And then the bottom one, you are gonna solve for n without saying it out loud, okay?
Do we have to show our work? I'm joking, of course we do.
Of course you do. Okay, so I'm gonna give you a couple minutes to finish these up and I'm gonna walk around and I'm gonna check your answers. And if I tell you that it's wrong, please don't change your answer. I'm not taking grade off here. I want to see what you actually chose. Okay. All the teachers.
Like verbally and everything? Or just the drink?
No, just the drink.
You don't get them every day?
No, it's part of the 12 days of Christmas thing we're doing. They is Sonic drinks for the teachers.
For real, how come the kids don't get nothing?
Because
we can?
Because sometimes, you know what? Because sometimes teachers get stuff too.
I understand.
Y'all right too. I'm right too.
Hey,
If they go all
This
all
movie
Sonic,
Stop.
it would have been broke.
Yes, ma'am, I'm sorry.
I'm gonna walk around.
I'm
The
done.
answers?
Like, I'll check mine.
Okay, we do it on the bottom one. Perfect. Hey, sometimes you gotta go through it. Hush. Where's your different answers? Right. Yes? Show me the second one.
Yes.
No.
Guys,
Still thinking?
How? Wait, how? Just like how?
I don't know.
different signs.
You got that one?
Positive.
Okay, like you look, you circled one thing and you answered something.
Different signs, negative, same sign,
Oh, now it's wrong. It
positive.
was right the first time and then you changed it.
I think
Done.
I was done like 15 minutes ago.
Okay, what was your choice on that one? I didn't see it. Before you scrolled. Yep.
Wait, no.
But this isn't wrong.
Yes, it is.
No.
Because you still mine is.
Okay, show me. What's your choice? That was wrong.
Different
That's
signs.
the wrong letter. Both of them, actually.
Oh.
Oh, wait. Oh, my. Oh, no. That's dude, you have the right answer. Oh. Right answer. Okay.
Different signs, positive.
Oh, because not mine is.
Uh-huh.
What's the rule for integer multiplying and dividing?
They're different signs, Jonah.
Same signs. Positive, different signs. Negative.
Miss Wood.
What are the both different signs?
Miss Wood. On this show, I watched this dude. He was fighting this other dude. He knew how to drag stuff out of it with his.
These are different signs.
There's a positive and a negative.
Dude threw him against a whiteboard.
Oh,
You're telling us positive.
you're right. Wait a minute. Oh my gosh, I've been wrong. I'm so sorry. Y'all were right.
I was correct the first time.
You're right. You're right. Because this needs to be negative for this to be positive. I knew it!
She don't talk too much.
You lied to us all this time.
She said different signs. What? She said different sides are
I guess
positive.
going to
So I chose the positive
I
one.
thought you said you got 75.
That's supposed to be.
Y'all were literally
I would
talking, y'all like,
Okay,
Can I pack it?
y'all literally moved
No,
out of the topic.
I've got one more thing to show. Jonah, please be respectful and stop talking when I'm trying to do my job.
They talked so much.
Stop talking when I'm trying to do my job.
I'll just wash my hands. They're dirty. Sorry.
Okay, so what you just did is disrespectful. You got up, walked across the room, started washing your hands right next to me when I'm teaching. I'm in the middle of teaching. But you do not have permission to do that. Okay, so on the 4th page, I want to show you something real quick that we can do. It's a strategy you can use for solving 1 and 2 step equations. And what I need you to draw on your on this 4th page is a T-chart. And you're just gonna draw a T.
That's it.
Just draw a T for now.
That's easy, bro.
And then you're going to
Bro,
box it in. Box it in like that.
well, I feel like you're gonna make this way more difficult than it has to be.
Okay, so how this works is we're gonna start on this side, we're gonna go down, we're gonna go over, and we're gonna go up. This is called a do-undo chart.
Do undo chart.
Do it, and then undo.
Oh,
I
I
don't
bet
really
you feel
like
like you do the work and then you break it down so you understand.
Touch me, this would be a lot easier.
How about if you let me tell you? All right, so let me think of, we'll do a division one, like, because we've been doing division today. So, x divided by 3 is equal to 9. X divided by 3 is equal to 9. I need you to pay attention. All right, so first thing when you do these charts is you find the variable. So I'm just going to write an x right here. And then you ask yourself, what is being done to the variable? It is being divided by 3, and it equals 9.
Which boys? Yeah, please say the answer. Go ahead, Hutch.
No. This is not about the answer. This is about showing you a strategy to get answers.
And learn.
Okay?
What we
So,
gotta do is-
This is just rewriting what it told me already. I have an x, it's being divided by 3, and it equals 9. That is the do part. That is what was done to the variable. Now, to undo it, we start with the 9. And in this spot, I'm going to look across from it. What was, this says divided by 3, so to undo it, I'm going to multiply by 3. That's going to give me my answer. So, 9 times 3 equals 27. So that's my missing answer. Okay? Okay. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do another one real quick with subtraction. Let's do a subtraction one. 6 plus x equals 15. So I would start this the same way. With my variable x, what did they do to x? They added 6 to it, because it's with a positive 6, and it's going to equal 15. To undo it, start at the bottom and work my way up now. Start with the equals 15. The opposite of adding 6, subtracting 6. So now working from the bottom back up, 15 minus 6 is 9. Okay.
Writing takes forever on here. But I understand the concept of what you're saying.
Okay.
Yeah, I do too.
So I have that written up on the backboard over there too. I have 4x equals 48. My example there is x. What did they do to x? They multiplied it by 4 to get 48. So to undo it, 48 divided by 4 gets me to 12 on top. Okay, so you can use that strategy for all operations, which is kind of nice. Just something to think about. All right, so that's going to be it for today. We are going to close this up. And meeting. Hold on. Let's go ahead and. Can you stop for a minute, guys? Just.